Okay, let's take a look at pec major. Remember what I said earlier, the body's always in a struggle between the front and the back, the top and the bottom, the left and the right. So in this case, this is my girlfriend Michaela, so this is somebody that I can touch. What I want you to pay attention to is you have your sternum in between your pecs, and the tissue runs this way. So I should probably do it this way. The tissue runs from your sternum out to your armpit. You have pec major, pec minor, teres minor, teres major. So what we're going to do is we put the lacrosse ball in the dead center of the sternum, and you run it left to right the way that the tissue runs. Now, again, please be mature when you watch this segment. Get beyond the scope of the tissue that we're touching. There are a tremendous amount of trigger points that are in the pecs that cause the shoulder. Because if this tissue is tight, what it does is it causes this shoulder to rotate forward. Remember what we talked about. If the shoulder is rotating forward, the muscles on the back will go into spasm because they're getting overstretched and overworked. So now what Michaela will do is then start to go up and down. You have to cross friction against. Now, I'm warning you, there's a lot of trigger points in the chest. And when you do find one, just pause, hold it in place, take your other hand, put it on top of it, and actually press it against your chest. Take a real deep breath. Hopefully you'll start to feel that tissue release. You can even do it in a little semicircle. So you imagine you have a trigger point that's the size of a pinhead, and then you just start to massage around it wider and wider, and all the surrounding tissue will start to let go. Then you can kind of run it up towards your neck. You can run it up towards your sternum. You can run it down towards your belly a little bit. There's no exact science to it. What I want you to keep in mind is your pec major is constantly fighting against the rhomboids in between your shoulder blades. So we want to get all the tension out of the chest. We want to get the tension out of the rhomboids, and that'll put your shoulder into an anatomical neutral position, which will help release a lot of the impingement syndrome that we feel in the shoulder itself. So definitely give this a left to right, up to down range of motion to get rid of and address those trigger points.